It's showtime.
Who are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Carl
This is all just for the radio.
and Blind Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? This is the only show about social media that celebrates Juneteenth by telling black people they're free in case they didn't get the memo yet. I'm your host, Carl Hamburger, and with me, as usual, is Mike Geary, a.k.a. Blind Mike. What's up, Mike?
Hello. I'm excited to announce to anyone watching right now, if you're in Boston this week, and I'm doing a show. The best landmark is actually, it's across the street from Boston City Winery. If anyone wants to join me, it's free. Come on by, 7 p.m. Saturday night.
Unbelievable. I always knew you'd be the one.
It would be fun if we had a gang just booing you from across the street.
You know, there are rumors going around that this was Ski Mask's favorite show and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I do read every super chat that you guys put in, and we appreciate that. But as you know, I don't see good. I don't read good. I'm kind of slow. So I invite everyone to take advantage of the super tip system over at supertip.gg/WATP. Supertip.gg/WATP. That's where you can go and pick out some AI voices, have a little fun with it, and support the show, participate in the show, all the things that keep the lights on over here at WATS Studios. Mike, we got some new jingles from Dame Taft.
Ooh.
These were sent in pretty late last Thursday, and I didn't get to them. And then I got a complaint.
Well, this is big. Boy, you listen to a lot of these people own you.
I know.
You'll be putting on Dame Taft's pants soon.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware of what's happening here.
Well, this is big because we were critical of some of his songs, and then I think I remember the last one we liked, if I'm not mistaken.
He's sent us a bunch that we like.
Okay.
This one is actually a make good because we criticized one of his songs.
Gotcha.
And so we changed it. So if you're not familiar with this show, Mike and I, we started off this show with banter, which is something that most hosts couldn't even pull off if they wanted to.
No.
And what's great about it is that we don't seamlessly go into it and fool people into thinking they're listening to a conversation between friends. No, we announce it. We let you know it's banter time, and we have stingers to let you know it's time for the banter.
Carl say, Mike, hey, guess the sound. Omen on it, you blind bloodhound.
All right. That is better.
It's better. It rhymes. It makes a lot
Yeah.
more sense. And he's also explaining to me, I always say hone in on something. He's explaining to me it's home in. It's
I
a
don't think that's
phrase
right. I thought it was hone.
it's okay. I don't know. Now I got to look it up because multiple people told me I'm an idiot that it's home in. And I just
I've never
assumed
heard
that I was
hone
the
in.
idiot.
No, I thought it was honin. Someone criticized me. They said I'm a coward for not correcting you on the way you say crayons, but that's how I say it too.
Okay, good. I think we got a couple of voicemails about it, like crayon. Yep, I've heard that. But I always said crayons growing up.
I'm a crayon man myself.
Yeah, we're the Northeast guys. That's what we do.
That's right.
Bladcast says definitely hone in. Okay, so I wasn't an idiot. Dame Taft's
hone.
the idiot.
Yes.
That's good news. I feel better about myself already.
Yeah, fuck you, Dane Taft.
Yeah, fuck off. Here's another jingle that he sent in. And a lot of our jingles for banter are metal. So this makes sense. Just simple.
Gives people the feel that we're cool rock and roll guys, you know?
It's gonna fool them for a few minutes, I'm sure, when they hear that. Wow, these guys are pretty edgy.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. Now, I don't have a guess the sound this week. There was one that was posted by Psychotic that was just way too difficult. There's just no way you would have gotten it. But there is a new jingle, so I figure I'll play that, even though we're not doing Guess the Sound this week.
All right. I'll guess what this is.
Here's a new jingle from Dame Taft.
guess the sound, guess the sound, Mike, guess the sound, guess the sound, blind Mike. Will he get it? Will he guess the sound, Carl? Will he guess the sound right?
It's pretty good.
I'm trying to think of what show that was from that Opie and Anthony used to talk about all the time. But I
Yeah.
remember Norton loved that theme song.
I have to say his off-key singing, I'm starting to enjoy.
Oh yeah, well that's the mark of a lot of great parody songs. Or song singers don't necessarily need a great voice; they need an interesting voice.
Yes.
The key.
Yeah. PJ Filliam used to send in a bunch of songs for Who Are These Podcasts, and he could never hit a note, but it was great.
Yeah.
We loved it. Dave Taft goes off key. Yeah, Dave Taft, you can't hear notes in your head. It's fine. It's
Dave
okay.
Taft takes a beating. I feel bad. He puts a lot of work in. and
Well,
he
we
smashed-
appreciate Dave Taft, and then he's in the chat always complaining that we're not praising him enough, I guess.
Oh.
But all right. This is the banter section of the show. And Mike, what else could we be talking about? Tomorrow I'm flying out to Boston. Flying out to hang out with
Flying.
everyone
Oh, pish posh.
in Boston. Really excited about it. So I have a question for you since you're a local.
Yeah.
Friday night, we're all getting in. We're going to go out somewhere, do a meetup. People are there in town to see the show, or if they live there and they want to hang out with us, we're going to announce in the Discord server on the WTP meetup channel. I'll also put it out on Twitter, wherever else. We're going to put out where we're going to be. I think we're like South Boston. Do you know where Upham's Corner is?
I don't know Upham's Corner, but South Boston might be a decent place there. The Seaport might be your kind of hang. I'm
The
not really sure.
Seaport.
If you're looking for good food, good Italian food, go to the North End. But I would say Seaport. I don't know if the Red Sox are in town, but if they're not, maybe the
They're
Fenway
not.
area.
Fenway area. Okay. So yeah, I'm just looking for like a place that we can go get some drinks, have everybody, there's going to be a lot of us because we're very popular.
Sure,
So hopefully a place that can hold, it can't just be a hole in the wall kind of place. It's got to be a
Right.
big place for us. But you think the Seaport's maybe?
Seaport's pretty good. You might, if you're in Southie, you might be able to find some places. Southie's it's not the Goodwill Hunting days. It's a little nicer now, so you might be
Okay.
able to find some places around you too.
Okay. All right. We're going to get this figured out. I promise you. We'll announce it. We'll get everybody out to hang out with us. My second question is less about the people who are going to be there and more about me.
Mhm.
We're spending all day Sunday in Boston to just fuck around and have a good time in the city. It's one of the things I enjoy doing whenever we do these live shows. I like to have a day for all of us to do fun things together. Now, I definitely would have gone to a Red Sox game, but they're not in town.
Right.
So are there any recommendations? It's supposed to rain in the morning, but I think it's going to clear up in the afternoon. What's something that we could all do that would be a fun activity? Something that people coming to Boston should really experience.
Here's the problem. I do live here, but I'm not a fun guy, so I don't.
Yeah. I had a feeling I was talking to the wrong guy.
Yeah, I don't do fun thing. You're coming to the wrong place for that, so I don't really know what to rack. I'll rack my brain, and I'll try to have something for you by Saturday. But
Okay. By rack your brain, you mean ask your fun friends?
oh, it's my girlfriend. She knows some fun people. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that would be fantastic because I haven't really done any research yet. I'm sure there's people in my crew that have already got multiple options for
Well,
us.
here's the problem. If you research, you're going to get like go to the science museum or the aquarium or that type of horse shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Who wants to do that? What am I going to do? Get cultured?
It's not for me.
Yeah, what am I going to get cultured while I'm there? No,
Yeah.
that's definitely not what we're up to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited, Mike. We will be hanging out Saturday. You're going to be at our meet and greet that we're doing.
Yes.
If people haven't gotten tickets yet and they want to come check it out, there are a handful of tickets still left. WTPlive.com. We're doing a live show 7:30 Eastern time. Doors at 5:30 for some reason. I mean, there's a whole restaurant there and
You
full
wanna get
bar.
settled. You
Yeah,
wanna
get
get settled.
in there, have some dinner, enjoy it.
Promo
But-
code COME for those tickets.
There is no promo code. Come, no.
CUM.
Never. It's never the promo code for our tickets. Never once, never will be. WTPlive.com and come hang with us in Boston. It's going to be a really fun show. Of course, Dick Masterson's flying in with John, the audio engineer, Johnny, and Adam Bush is flying in from LA. We got the whole WTP crew. Blind Mike is going to be there.
Wow, too many stars.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to talk about. And of course, I have put it out to my boy Record Lover. to find some great woke dad for us to play at the live show. Some classics we've never seen before. Go through the archives.
It's quite a challenge because he's on a roll. We went through a downtime where I had to go back and find old videos of Daniel because he wasn't posting a lot. He's back in rare form. He's been posting some
Pride
doozies
Month
lately.
It is Pride Month, and so of course
Pride Month.
Yeah, which is great. All right, Mike, let's get started on our social media excursion. I want to head over to Twitter first.
Look at this tweet now.
All right, I'm going to read you this tweet that somebody retweeted and had some problems with. Natalie Wynn wrote, "It sickens me to hear Spanish spoken on the streets of Los Angeles, San Diego, Palo Alto, San Francisco, Santa Ana, San Jose, Santa Barbara, San Bernardino, El Cerrito." It goes on and on. You get the gist of this, obviously.
Sure.
Sickens me to hear Spanish spoken. So this was retweeted, quote retweeted by Lovable Liberal and his old English sleep dog. And it says, "Our idiot of the day is Natalie Wynn. I actually don't know who this person is. I don't think I've ever seen her post before. And judging by this tweet, I don't care if I've ever seen another one again. Your thoughts?"
Oh, no.
So he didn't realize that this was sarcasm? To say, I can't believe we're hearing Spanish spoken and all of these Spanish named cities.
Well, I will say it was the first one. The first one was not Spanish, was it? What was the first one again?
Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say she threw it off with but I'm wrong. Yeah, so it is clearly satire, I would think, or the biggest idiot in the world, where you wouldn't even need to point it out.
Yeah, the comments underneath are like, the amount of people who aren't getting her joke is truly alarming.
Right.
This is satire. She's literally making the point of the Spanish language origins here. How is that not crystal clear?
Right.
To be fair, that was some next level sarcasm. No, it wasn't. It was pretty obvious.
No, because the odds of using all those towns would be ridiculous.
Yeah. You didn't throw it at Dallas or something like that.
Yeah.
That would give it away. So that's fun. Mike, I know what you're thinking. When are we going to address this conflict in the Middle East? That's what this show is all about. When we started the show a couple years ago.
I can give my thoughts.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. Let's head over to Instagram for that.
Blinded like Blind Mike. Don't be a douche. Instagram in the night. Blinded like Blind Mike. Check out these reels. They might make you want to fight.
What we're going to attempt to accomplish today is combine Pride Month and the conflict in the Middle East and have a little fun with that. Now, Robo Shitstain MK9000 sent this video to me in our Discord, and then number one Kumiakuk sent a follow-up. So this is the yes, which is great. This is the original video.
And tonight, in our bomb shelter, we're organizing a gay sex party. He found a bomb shelter with air conditioning. Very breathable, very comfortable. The Iron Dome will protect us, enjoying the power of raw, strong Israeli manpower. No weakness. And if you're afraid of strong men, you better watch out for weak men. Or even worse, evil lesbian jihadis. We've got your number. All of you terror supporters. You absolute monster.
Okay. As he's recording this video, he's on a beach, and they're in Tel Aviv, I believe. And he's just showcasing all of these shirtless men that are hanging out around him. And I saw that, and I went, okay, whatever. It's kind of interesting. But the follow-up is the reason why I put this in the package today.
Okay.
Because I thought that was a joke. Apparently,
I would have thought that if you didn't set it up the way you did, I would have assumed it was a joke.
Yeah, none of that was a joke.
When you're a power gay in a bomb shelter with sexy Tel Aviv power gays. What do you think, guys? You could be anywhere in the world. I think I kind of want to be here. All these hunky Israeli boys. Scared for our lives. Who knows what we might get up to here in this bomb shelter.
Jesus Christ.
That's kind of fun. You don't see that angle on CNN, do you?
No, you really don't. And it destroys the idea that being gay is a choice. Like that's just in that guy. He can't, He can't escape whatever that is.
No, you and I are not pulling that off.
No.
I mean,
bomb shelter in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, I do trust the missile defense system, but not so much that I'd be just like, let's have gay sex tonight, everybody. Be a little bit more concerned about it than that.
Well, it's good to know it's not all bad over there.
No, people are having fun. People are living their lives, which is great. I'm sure Hamas saw that video and went, good for them.
You know what? These people have they have their flaws, but
normally I'm angry with these Israelis, but these guys seem like fun. Is what Hamas said. Their official statement. All right, let's thank the people who are supporting the show.
Yay, super chats.
Over on supertip.gg/WATP, Venom Tony 15 came in even before we started the show with this.
I love Mike. He seems me as who I want to be. A gay black guy. Get it? 'Cause he is blind and everyone he sees is black. Anyways, I'm gonna go mow some minors in the ass. Even better if it's my son.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
That got dark. They got real dark right there. I don't think that Mike sees everyone as black, but I could be wrong about that.
No, it's a complicated spectrum. But...
Okay, fair enough. Adam Davies coming in.
Now, I'm not anti-Semitic, but I just want to say one thing. That Dave Portnoy fella is one big-nosed, two-faced, arrogant, whiny, hypocritical, money-grubbing, Holocaust-exploiting, kvetching J-word.
You're making some good points. You're making some really good points.
Shaking my head? This is not me.
You're making some really good points on the show today, Mike. I'm glad.
It will be unfortunate but funny when Dave reacts to one of these clips.
You're finally speaking out, and I appreciate that. Grow some balls. You don't work for him anymore. He can't control you.
I understand.
Say whatever you want.
That's not what I want. Just to be clear.
Okay. Silence Dugan with $5. Go Topes. Countdown had me rocking out. Well, thank you, Silence Dugan. What's the name of that song again? I forget all the names of our songs. But check out the Isotopes wherever you stream music. Oh, I just saw someone in my band sent me a link to another band called the Isotopes that sucks balls, and I gotta send them a cease and desist.
You should kick their asses.
Yeah, because someone's gonna find that and think that's me, and it's really bad.
Can't have that.
No, I'll be very disappointed.
Well, maybe you should let them exist and just send John links to their songs.
Oh yeah, and then he'll
be like,
give
"Look,
him.
it sucks."
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Yeah. There is another Isotopes out of Vancouver that's a punk band that only sings about baseball. And they were on tour. We actually had to play with them. They came to Rochester, and our bands both played. They were fun. They were okay.
A double Taupe Friday.
Yes, it was the Isotopes versus the Isotopes. The singer didn't make it over the border, but they were still fine. The guitarist picked up for it. It's just punk rock. Silence Do Good again. Fun fact, Carl, a flight to Boston is Bay Area slang for getting some boss-ass head.
Oh.
Is that true, Mike?
Guys. I have not heard that, but we probably don't use it here.
You really have no fun over there.
Well, it wouldn't make. If I said I'm getting a flight to Boston, that wouldn't make a lot of sense,
Well, depending on where you were at the time.
I guess.
All right, this is coming in from Anonymous.
Yo, yo, yo. Shout out to all my knickers. You can come over to my art studio to celebrate Juneteenth. We got fried chicken, Kool-Aid, and 40s of King Cobra. And for dessert, you can taste my hot biscuits and gravy. Nom nom nom.
The num got me.
People have their theories about Dan Alexander. Yeah. That's for sure. Jack Sampson coming in.
Carl, the north end of Boston is Italians and great food. The south end is Irish and great bars. Occasionally, an Irishman wanders north, meets an Italian girl, and a Mike Geary is born.
That's true. I am Irish and Italian, I guess.
Doesn't happen very often, though. It's very segregated in Boston.
Sure, yes.
You got to keep to your neighborhood.
Yes.
They don't want you wandering off the grid.
No. It's like 1930 here.
Longrad von Hugendong has been a member for 9 months. It's happy Juneteenth. Well, thank you very much.
Same to you.
I was actually with Vinny Paulino earlier today. We did a bonus creep off because we couldn't do one tomorrow since we're traveling. And today is Vinteenth as well. It's Vinny's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Imagine having a birthday that's been your your date all your life, and then Joe Biden comes around and goes, "That's a holiday." Like, oh, thanks for that, asshole.
It's too bad. It really is a shame. I don't get to celebrate Vinny the way I used to.
Right, because now it's more really about the slaves
I
than
know.
it's about Vinny.
I know.
It's disappointing. Poor guy. All right. Let's head over to YouTube.
I'll stop the show and watch YouTube.
I'm glad you grabbed this because Ryan Long is really a funny comedian.
He's great, yeah.
He does a great job with his podcast and sketch comedy. Man on the Street stuff is hilarious. He does it the way Opie wishes he was doing it.
Yes. Yeah, Opie must, if you want to talk about seething, Opie must look at Ryan Long's Instagram and pull his hair out.
Yeah. Or learn nothing from it.
I guess, yeah.
I think Opie's approach is just like, I do it better. I prank people.
Why is this Ryan? Why does he have prepared questions? I don't like that. I do it natural.
So I'm glad you found this. This is fascinating. Ryan was down at the Diddy trial.
Yeah.
And I'll let him set it up because he explains.
Yeah, someone on my Patreon actually sent it to me and was like, you might want to take a look at this because Ryan just may have stumbled into something amazing.
Yeah. I agree. Let me pull the video up. All right, here we go.
I'm standing here outside the P. Diddy trial. Okay, so my plan was to go to the Diddy trial and ask people questions like, is it wrong to convict Diddy during Pride Week? And if male prostitutes charged by the inch? Because if so, then I would only need to do one job. Time you think they're coming out? Then without realizing it, I somehow stumbled onto the top story of the day. So you're working with the defense attorney. I found myself interviewing someone from Diddy's defense team with a scrum of like 10 actual reporters surrounding me and all filming, trying to get in on the story.
Nobody besides you ever gone over there.
Really? Mainly because I just walked into the area that you're not supposed to and started bothering people. Just wondering if press could pop in there, have a couple of words with the jurors or something like that.
You can't do that.
And then a guy from Diddy's defense team decided for some reason it would be a good idea to talk to me. You said you've seen the freak offs with your own two eyes, and things got pretty wild. What's your job in the trial? Are you
I'm working as PDM for one of the attorneys that's on P. Diddy's side.
Okay.
All right, so
you're working with the defense attorneys.
Okay.
There's no way, right?
Let's play the clips first.
Yeah,
and then we can try to decide whether this guy is actually on Diddy's defense team or not.
Okay, yeah.
Either way, it's very funny. The questions, the conversation that comes up from this.
Yeah.
And of course, Ryan Long wants to know all about the freak offs.
And what's great about it too is you see actual journalists be like, fuck, this comedian is beating us to something.
Yes. Oh yeah. They're all pissed.
Yeah.
So as I said, I did the creep off earlier today, and then I went to my wife's salon, and my wife goes, "Oh, how was the creep off?" I go, "Oh, it was pretty good." And the woman across from us goes, "You were in a freak off?" I was like, "No. I do a show called the creep off." Like, no. She got very excited. Like,
no, I'm going to one of those Saturday. Actually.
Yeah. We don't do this on Thursday afternoons. Just FYI, we might be getting done then, but start Saturday night. All right. So yeah, questions about the freak off.
Things.
What am I missing?
One of the things when it came to the young lady, what she was saying, but at the same time, she say that she has an appetite for some of those activities. Okay, but when you consent to that and you're a consenting adult, makes a whole different ball game for things.
Are they detailing the freak offs?
But what freak offs? That's what I'm saying. If you got consenting adults, let me give you an example. Hugh Hefner was what?
Old.
He owned the Playboy Bunny Mansion.
Okay, yeah.
And then when you went there, you went in this thing called the Cave, right?
Did you ever go to the Cave?
Yes, I wouldn't be telling you. So when you go in the cave, what happens in the cave, stay in the cave. But Hugh Hefner had what you call a bunny plane, right? So he went around the country. He vetted some of these girls, and no one said nothing when he was bringing these underage girls here.
Were you there with the underage ones?
I don't know. But I'm just saying, no one said anything.
Okay, I'm sorry. When someone says, were you with underage girls, the answer is always no.
Hey, we're all the same age in the dark, right?
Yeah, who's to say? They're probably not underage now. That was years ago. So I don't know. What do you mean?
Even just like if he's not part of Diddy's defense, just as a guy, this is a hilarious man.
Yeah, put this guy on trial. He's talking about riding around with Hugh Hefner and banging underage girls.
And you bring up Opie, like Ryan, I'm sure talks to so many people that we never see. And
Right.
that's what leads to him getting a guy like this who's perfect for what he's trying to do.
Mhm.
Opie just turns on the camera and is like, hey, a black person. That'll be interesting.
And it's funny because I watched the rest of this video after this, where he goes around and just talks to people.
Yeah.
And he even says to the camera, man, I wish I was paying closer attention to this Diddy trial. I really didn't know what to ask the guy about. Because he's just like down there to fuck around. And then all of a sudden he's got like this scoop. And this guy, and he might be part of Diddy's defense team, because if they're using a case like Hugh Hefner did it too, that sounds like something that their defense team would put together.
It would be the most wild if this guy's outside the courthouse going like, what even is age? You know?
Yes, it's hilarious. I don't know. Were you sleeping with underage girls? I don't know.
Who among us can say they're without sin?
It's hilarious. You called this clip. This can't be real.
Like, I just don't know. But I want to believe this guy's for real. But.
Me too.
Have you ever been to any of the freak-offs?
I would say possibly, you understand, but I say it was cordial. You had a lot of powerful people that, let me not use the word powerful, but you had a lot of people in the industry that was there.
Was Ashton Kutcher there when you were at the freak-off?
Well, there'd be a lot of people there. You talking about a venue that's probably double size as that, so you never.
Wait, he has a huge. There was like a gymnasium freak-off.
It's like the establishment, the venue, is a very big location. So when you go there, you don't get to see everybody that's there.
It's so big. You stay to your northeast corner of the freak-off.
Yeah, you don't just go in there and you say, oh, that's Leonardo DiCaprio. You hear a lot of
whoa. now he's accused. He just accused Leonardo DiCaprio of being part of these freak-offs.
Or whoever, just for example.
I like that he's just like, so were you at the freak-offs? I mean, I was there, you were there, we all were there. Everyone was at these freak-offs. It was a huge event. Don't act like you don't know.
When they do whatever version of like the People versus O.J. Simpson, the FX show, when
Yeah.
they do that for the Diddy trial, this will be a great scene when the real lawyers get the call. He said what?
Yeah,
papers
correct.
off their desk.
This will be amazing.
One of the things that is being said at the trial, but you never see what happens when the high-powered attorneys start executing a cross-examination of these individuals. You find out it doesn't add up to what they've been saying.
Because you were there. You said you've seen the freak-offs with your own two eyes.
It doesn't really, but it's nothing.
I love Ryan's follow-up question. Yeah, you actually know about the freak-offs directly. You were there, obviously.
Michael Corleone said this. Michael Corleone said that. It was all lies.
Right. I hope this guy's part of Diddy's defense team.
I know. So what's weird is like all the journalists thought he was too, which led to,
Yes.
like you said, Ryan wasn't paying full attention, but like they all believed him to a degree. They're kind of pressing him on it, but they don't think it's complete bullshit. My assumption is he may have some loose affiliation with someone in that courtroom.
Well,
not that he's Diddy's lawyer, obviously.
And
But
he didn't claim to be Diddy's lawyer, but
right, exactly.
he comes out of the courthouse wearing a full suit. There's a reason for that. He's connected somehow. Is he a spectator? I doubt it.
All right, who's ready to talk?
I don't know. This is where things get wild in this interview right here.
It's what it is.
Were you ever at any of the freak-offs when the Punisher was there?
Yeah, you see a bunch of people there.
You and the Punisher crossed paths a little bit. Did you have the same problem as him with getting it up?
Nah,
I'm a human being just like the next guy. Maybe I'm fucking a 15-year-old, but I'm like, hey, it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, well, Punisher's here. Hey, will you sign my your autograph on my dick when you're done, please? I want to get a tattoo.
Same good one. I'm from Africa, brother. So
You're saying you're bricked up.
We don't have no problems getting that up. African motherfuckers, just all right. Maybe the white guys have problems.
You're saying the white guys had more of the problem at the freak-off.
Y'all hold it like this. We hold it like this.
Yeah. Right. I actually hold mine like that.
No, stop lying. Stop lying. No, you don't.
Okay, pull our dicks out right now then.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I love Ryan's instincts. They're always right. So, Ryan makes a joke about his big dick. And he's like, all right, let's just pull him out right now. let's do this.
What do you
He's
say?
got a
Line 'em
bigger
up.
dick. Perfect answer to that.
You know,
Did you want to do a dick measuring?
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
But
Now
you
taking it. Now you taking it somewhere else. You was behaving. You're
the one that started saying you have a huge hammer.
Good until you got an audience.
No, I didn't.
Now,
To be fair, you're the one that started saying your hammer's bigger than mine.
Very much so. That's a proven fact that white guys can't handle with black guys. You know that.
It's a proven fact.
This guy's like, hey, listen, some of these girls were asking for it, and the freak offs are fun. It's just like the Playboy Mansion. And Ryan's like, how big's your dick? And he's like, well, let's not be unprofessional here.
No, that's not how that happened at all. This guy was talking about how the Punisher couldn't keep a heart on.
Right.
You ever have that problem? Of course not. I'm African American. That's all I'm doing is laying miles of cock.
Keep this above board here.
But I love that he goes, that's a proven fact. Like, what are we going to talk about, flat Earth next? It's a proven fact I have a bigger dick than you. It's not up for debate at this point. We're wasting our time.
If this guy actually is a part in any form or fashion of Diddy's defense team, it makes you lose faith in any conspiracy theories. Because if you're like a guy with the resources that Diddy has is hiring a team with this man on it, then no conspiracy is possible, because it makes you realize there's idiots involved with everything.
I disagree. I love this guy. I think he's great.
I love him too.
I think he should be the press secretary for Diddy. I like the way he manages the press.
You're misunderstanding me. I want him involved in everything. I want him in Trump's cabinet.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Trump's watching this going, who is this guy? Who is this young superstar?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the journalism aspect of this. No, enough of this dick measuring nonsense.
Now, okay, I gotta go.
Why are you here? What is your name?
I gotta go. That's not important. That's not.
How's it going in there? Said he's working with the defense.
Oh, you're working with the defense?
Yeah, somewhere along the line in there.
Are you a jury consultant?
Huh?
Are you a jury consultant?
Maybe.
Are you an attorney?
Are you
Yes,
a president?
I am.
And I see.
That's
Look
right.
nice. Your picture is
Oh, thank
nice.
you.
It's nice. What agency you
I'm with
work
News
for?
Nation.
And you're on the defense, right?
Right.
Do you mind saying who you are?
No. It's
Okay.
not. I can't do that.
He was at one of the parties, though.
Okay.
Ryan's trying to help the journalist.
I was actually here first, if you want to get technical, yeah.
I love this woman's just like, hey, I was here first. I'm talking to him. Ryan's like, well, hold on a second. I'm really the reason why you all are here.
I think that Ryan's now this guy's mouthpiece.
Yes.
He's like, hey, don't misquote this man.
I was interrupting your
All right, I'll tell you what. This is a serious case. We don't want to hear about penises.
Well, tell that to him. He was bragging.
Can I just get my interview and I'll get the hell out your way?
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to be here.
Ryan's like, I'm not going anywhere, man. This is a viral moment, and I know it. I recognize what's going on right here.
Ryan really is the best at that. And he's a great example of a guy that can talk about like these stories or politics or whatever. And it's just always so funny. Like he breaks it down in the perfect way. I've always felt like him and Tim Dillon are the two best at like talking politics and keeping it funny.
Well, it was great when the guy was scolding Ryan Long for having an inappropriate conversation with the dude about penises. Like, do you know who Ryan Long is? Like, this is what you're upset about the guy? Like, oh, this isn't journalism. Like, correct. This is not journalism.
Well, here's the shitty thing about journalism that Ryan brilliantly exposes in this video is Ryan's the first one talking to the guy, and he's talking about penis sizes and fucking 15-year-olds. And then these idiots that don't do their job, they also don't vet anything. They just swarm over like vultures. And they're like, hey, it's serious journalism time. And Ryan's like, I already got everything out of this guy. You guys weren't doing your jobs.
Right, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Try to have a better conversation than I just did to get your Newsmax hits.
Imagine hearing the first 5 minutes of this guy and being like, no, let's take this seriously.
Right. All right, here's the last clip from this.
Do it over.
And what is your role?
I'm with the defense. That's all you need to know. Let me ask you a question. When you hear defense attorneys, what comes to your mind?
All right. Well, you're part of it.
All right, okay. That comes to your mind.
Okay.
Mike, show him up when we done.
Why you so hostile?
Trial is like what's his name? Forrest Gump said, life is a box of chocolates. When you go to a trial, you just never know what's gonna happen when it comes up.
Did you ever see Tom Hanks at one of the parties?
Okay, let me go. It's been a pleasure.
Wait, hold on.
And I think it's fair to say at this point, if that's what Diddy's law team looks like, he is cooked.
Props to Ryan. He totally killed it.
And perfect way
that
to handle that too,
video.
where he's kind of like, "Hey, I don't really know either, but like, I want to treat it
right?
like
Yeah,
it's
just
real,
in case.
you know?
Why
Yeah.
not? But that's perfect though. It's like, oh boy, Diddy's going away for a long time if this guy's on the defense team. I think you might be right about that.
Yeah, perfectly handled. Ryan's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. All right, I don't know where you found this from. This Top Dog Law.
This was sent to me. People sent it to me both on Instagram and Twitter. A couple different people sent it to me.
Okay.
You know what? I said maybe Drew Lane fans or something because it plays in Detroit.
Yes.
So I guess if you're driving around Detroit, you'll hear just on the radio if you need an attorney, maybe if a podcast has been advertising that you're going to be somewhere and you're really not. I'm just hypothetically. I mean, I'm naming problems that everyone deals with. If you're in Detroit and you need a lawyer, you might be lucky enough to hear this and know exactly who to call.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in each person's recovery. Depends on facts and laws of each client's case.
I don't know if this is karma. Honestly, I don't know what this is. I went to the store today and got into an accident. Doctors telling me I may not ever be able to work again in my life. My mom is telling me everything gonna be alright. She called Top Dog. Wife telling me we about to be rich. Brother telling me you about to be a millionaire. Like I give up about some money right now. You know I'm paralyzed. You know I'm paralyzed from the neck down from this accident. All I did was try to go to the store. And y'all talking to me about some money. I don't give a about no money, man. Talking about $1 mil, $2 mil. Man, I can't walk, man. I don't give a about that mil or 2 mil. I want to walk again. Accidents are real. Follow Top Dog on Instagram at Top Dog Law. Any accident. Want the top dollar? It's TopDogLaw.com.
Thoughts?
Well, I'm just wondering, have you ever been thinking, like, God, I wish Dave Chappelle playing Lil Jon was my lawyer, you know?
Nope. I've never thought that.
This commercial to law is what the last guy is to law, basically. Like,
Well, it's reverse psychology. You have this guy in here going, I know these guys can get me $2 million. That's not what I'm about. I don't care about money.
What the fuck? I want to walk again, motherfucker.
People are listening going, I would actually like that $2 million. Maybe I'll get into an accident.
I also feel like if you're not fully paying attention, you're just driving around Detroit. You're not internalizing this as a law commercial.
No,
Like,
you would not know. And it turns out there's a whole list of these on YouTube. There's over 50.
Yes.
Of these commercials. I found one that has a lot of views called Why Me? Do you want to listen to that one?
I'd love to.
Okay, this is another example of these commercials these guys are churning out.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in each person's recovery. Depends on the facts and laws of each client's case. Why me? Why me? You could have picked anybody else in the world for this to happen to, but you chose me. I was a good person. Never did nothing to nobody. And I'm here. This is crazy. I was just going to the store. That was it. Car ran a red light. I died 2 times. Went to the hospital. And I had a stroke. They didn't diagnose it in time. And I messed up for life. But I'm about to get Top Dollar.
Yeah.
I called Top Dog.
Nice.
Medical malpractice. And a car accident. Any accident. Top Dollar.
I love he goes, I got medical malpractice on top of the car accident. I'm going to get paid, baby. Let's go.
We're trumping up these charges, bitch.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I don't hear commercials like that in Rochester.
I will say, I guess the one good thing the commercials do is distract you from the fact that it's called Top Dog Law.
Yeah, it's not the best, you know.
No, it's a DJ website or something.
Yeah, I've heard more professional law firms.
I do
trust
wonder
more.
if there's because it's going the quality of these videos is not great, but like It is going semi-viral. Like people are paying attention. So I wonder if like Morgan and Morgan is like, we need DJ Khaled on our next commercial. You know?
They should. That's what they should do. Speaking of attorneys in Detroit, there's an attorney because there's billboards all over the city for Mike Morse.
Oh, really?
I guess that's a popular name because it's not the Mike Morse we know, obviously.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, thanks for fighting that. That was fun.
Oh, good.
We don't have a lot of commercials on this show, but we do have super chats.
Yay, super chats.
And we do have the super tip system, supertip.gg/WATP, where you can write a fun quip for an AI voice.
My buddy Trump is a just-do-it kind of president.
Whoa. Harsh words right there. Distriga coming in.
I had a Juneteenth celebration in my art dungeon. I slipped a Mickey into all the hot black guys' coffee and had a freak off in their butts. Do you know that if you give them grape soda afterwards, they don't mind so much? Now I have to wait until February to trick more knickers into my den of iniquity. Oh wait, Kwanzaa is coming in December. Thank you, Black Santa Claus.
Yo, my knickers. How come the super tip doesn't have any black AI voices? Think the black AI voices are going to riot or loot the other voices?
Well,
3 of your fans don't feel the inclusivity.
I will say Big Black is part of the super tip, not on this channel, but on other channels.
It is true, though. There's a lack of diversity among wall cows, I guess.
Yeah, no, that is true.
We have GD Fenderson over on the Blind Mike Project.
That's a good example. Oh, I'm loving what's happening with GD Fenderson, where to your face he's just like, man, I think you're hilarious. I'm cracking up at your stuff, and then as soon as you're not there,
coward.
Yeah, what a prick he is.
It's not even mild. It's like to my face. He's like, we were howling, we were shaking.
I woke my wife up. I was laughing so hard that she wanted to watch, and we're both laughing.
And then literally when I'm off the show, they're like, he's a pussy. He's inept. He can't make anything funny. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, GD, I kind of felt bad for GD, and I have just none of that now. I think he deserves everything he gets.
And everyone on that show that he's on, except Dog is a good guy. Dog's had my back.
And I will say, Dog talked about our review of him, and he's like, I agree with everything they said. So he's cool. He's
pretty
down to earth.
open-minded. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
The one thing I hate, the reason I haven't really kept that podcast war going is like they kind of want it too much.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I hope he talks about us again, So
I haven't brought it up either, but you just reminded me of GD Fenderson. What a prick.
Yeah.
What a pussy. Dame Taft coming in. Wow, Dame Taft's getting talked about a lot on this show.
Ooh. Can a potato give me AIDS?
No. That would depend on whether fellide was exchanged.
All right. You do have to spell the words correctly for this to work. Flowing. Silence do get $5. Top Dog Law, Social D. Top Dog Law featuring Social D. I just wanted a Pepsi. All I wanted was Pepsi, and now I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
That was all I wanted was a Pepsi. That was a Suicidal Tendencies song.
Oh, okay.
That lyric was in there. So yeah, and here's Silence Do Good. He says, it's Suicidal Tendencies, not Social D. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, no worries, man. No worries. I figured it out. KFT coming in.
Dave and his Shylock nose and go take a train ride to camp. I said it, Dave. Screw the J's and N's. Take it woke, Dad.
Wait, was that Missy B or was that you, Mike?
I didn't say any of this, just to be clear.
Jeez Louise, you're out of control today. Miguel, $10. Wanted to ask this before. Your coin flip chance of being turned into a skin coat by Skinny Chad in Boston. Who inherits the WATP empire worth literally thousands of dollars if you pass?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I don't know the answer to that. Would it be producer Chris?
Well, I have a feeling if it plays out the way I think we're all going down in what's the movie? Oh, Inglourious Bastards style,
Yeah.
So I don't know who would get it if that room goes.
I have a feeling it won't be worth very much, I would imagine, at that point. Wouldn't it be funny if Vince the Lawyer takes over my channel?
That would be fun, yeah.
That would be fun. It just turns into that.
Do some serious breakdowns.
Steve Morton, $5. Don't those people already have a month? Blind Mike on Juneteenth. Did you say that, Mike?
That is one of my big takes. Yeah, okay. Enough is enough already, I say.
They already have a whole month. They need Juneteenth on top of it.
Come on.
Timothy McDonough. $5. Tavern in the square near the venue, Trillium Brewery in Seaport for Friday. Is that?
Oh, Trillium's good. If you like a good brewery, Trillium's good.
I do like a good brewery.
Yeah.
Trillium Brewery in Seaport. All right, let me look into that. Actually,
Might be a little small though. I haven't been there in a while. It might be a little small for you.
Well, let me write it down. I'll do a little research on this. Where's Seaport? Is that by the ocean, perchance?
Yeah.
I'm pretty smart.
You put it all together.
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't spend a lot of time in Boston, but you can't get a lot by me.
That's pretty clever.
KFT says Top Dog Law is a Philly guy.
Is that right? And he made it out to Detroit.
Well, I think they're in multiple markets. I think I saw.
But they've expanded.
Like Morgan and Morgan, you know?
Yes.
It's these ambulance
I can't
chasers.
imagine hiring them on any level. Like
No,
even without the
you're not the target demo for this.
You're just saying, hey, Top Dog Law is backing me.
You are not the target demo for this.
I suppose that's true.
Okay. KFT on supertip.gg/WATP.
The Jays are ruining the world just like Blind Mike said. Oh, Tyrone, give it to me good from behind. I mean, let's make pottery. Knicker, knicker.
I just want to say, Woke Dad is not an anti-Semitic guy. I have seen zero evidence of that.
No.
Definitely
He's extremely not racist to a heroic degree.
Well, yeah, as we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Soft coming in.
Kanye was right. Who are the socials? Don't understand what people say on Twitter. N-word. Hail Hitler.
Okay, thanks, Soft.
Did Kanye say that about us?
Yeah, I guess. Ricky Bev coming in on Super Tip.
I fight for my blacks. Anyone who wants to be a bigot has to get through me. Go ahead. I don't care. Hurt me. See what you can fit in there.
Okay. All right, he wants punishment. I get that. That's some people's kink. Let's head over to TikTok. That's where the action is happening.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
This one came in from Christian Blatt, our friend from the Blattcast, and who are these broadcasters?
Yes.
And I think we played this video, but there's a follow-up to it. And I'm actually going to X to play TikTok, but there's a reason for that, so don't judge me.
Okay.
But this is a TikToker who, in this video, you're going to see, she convinces a homeless woman to jump into a lake for $20.
Oh, it's a good deal.
Yeah, no, it's a great content. But it doesn't go well for her, I don't think.
Right? No. All right. I was, you know why I wasn't going to? Because my feet were getting
You should just
hot.
jump in right now.
I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Oh! Wait, what the fuck? Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Yes, you did. You said you were gonna
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get out. Wait, who is that? The fuck is going on? I don't even...
I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. No, please. Please, God. No, please, she's floating.
Drowning.
I'm gonna fucking kill her. She thinks she's drowning.
Oh, this is bad.
Why did you post this?
Yeah, I know.
Wait.
Oh, this is bad.
So now they're running away.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. She said she's drowning. She said she's drowning.
I think you literally just murdered the lady.
No, I didn't. I swear.
I think you
No, I didn't. Let's go. There, she's drowning in the lake.
God, there's a fire truck. Nah, this is bad. Natalie. Wait, this is really bad.
Okay, so that's Natalie Reynolds. So Austin Fire Department / paramedics had to pull this woman out of the water because she told her to jump into a lake and she couldn't swim.
Yeah, I will. I'll try and defend Natalie here. The lady jumped into the lake. She wasn't pushed in.
She wasn't pushed in, but Natalie told her to jump in the lake. She'd give her $20. And then
Well, there's an old adage, Carl. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I hear you. But as soon as the woman goes, I can't swim, Natalie, instead of being like, oh my gosh, let me help you, just went, we got to get the fuck out of here.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And went running, and then they see the fire truck pass them by that's on the way to save this.
Oh, so they weren't even the ones that called the police.
No, they just got the hell out of there.
Oh, Jesus.
So she, of course, went on to her account to apologize for this because there was a lot of backlash, as you might imagine. Like when you said, why would she post this?
Yeah.
These people are fucking idiots. They're like, this is great content. People are going to love this.
But you even hear them in the video. Like, I think you just killed this lady. Like,
I know.
How do you get to the point where you're posting it?
Great question. Well, she figured out the error of her ways, and she came back with an apology video. Thank goodness.
Human, and I just want to be treated like a normal person for once. I know what I did was a horrible mistake, but everyone deserves a second chance. Like, why else do you think I post so much? It's because I have
Not
no
the lady
friends,
that's
no.
drowned, but everyone else.
I know what I did was a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
The word mistake there is not the correct word. It's a horrible
I
thing you did.
mistakenly told a woman who can't swim to jump in a lake. It was a mistake of mine.
And then I posted it for clout and money.
That
and
was the
revenue.
mistake.
That was the
Posting
mistake.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I should have just never posted that one.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves a second chance. Like, why else do you think I post so much? It's because I have no friends, no life, and I've had no friends for the last 3 years, and now the whole world is making fun of me for it.
Oh, what was her? By the way, I should mention she's a very attractive blonde girl. So I'm not buying this. No
I'll
friends.
bet she doesn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, I bet no one wants to hang out with her. Be my guess. 2.5 million followers on TikTok, and she's hot. Yeah, no thanks. Beat
I
it.
would say loneliness is much worse than drowning. So
It's pretty lonely at the bottom of the lake, though. It's pretty lonely at the bottom. I don't know.
Try to put yourself in my shoes. None of you would be able to handle the hate that I get every single day.
All right, this apology has turned very quickly. This went from, guys, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, to, and do you see what I'm going through? I mean, you guys be feeling bad for me at this point. What an
I'm sorry.
asshole.
Also, you're welcome.
What an asshole.
For doing this all for you. So I take it she has a big account?
2.5 million subs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's very lonely.
She's got a lot to lose. Yeah.
World literally looks at me like I'm some evil monster and a psychopath. Like, I don't even know if I can take this anymore.
Okay, so that was the apology. Well, there was enough backlash and enough people upset about this that she had her account banned.
Oh,
she had her channel taken away. And so this is the payoff to this series. This is her. She went down to the TikTok office.
Can I say first though? That's like when they canceled like cops and live PD. It's like the solution is now we can't see who she's telling to drown. We gotta film this lady more.
That's a very good point. You're right.
Ah.
Yeah, we need to keep on her. They should all be live.
She needs to be filmed all the time.
All right. Well, this is the payoff. She went down to the TikTok headquarters to try to resolve this issue.
Oh, good.
So she's crying.
Now, did this break her, or is she always mentally ill like that? Like the apology video and this video make me think she's fucking batshit. But maybe this broke her.
Well, Mike, it is a woman.
Sure.
If that's
they're hysterical, yeah.
Yes.
I get it.
Natalie Reynolds had her account banned after sparking outrage for cruel prank on homeless woman. The TikToker convinced a homeless woman to jump into a lake, saying she would give her $20. Then she ran away with the homeless woman, pleading with her to help her because she couldn't swim. And now she's at the TikTok headquarters trying to get in. They won't let her into the building. And she thought this was the way she would get her account back, apparently.
Can you imagine what days would be like there? For all the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if they were just like, oh, your account's been banned? Come on in. We'll take a meeting with you.
You know, it actually, you just sparked something in my head. They used to have these commercials on ESPN for ESPN.
Yeah.
And it would just be like world-class athletes hanging out in the cubicles.
Exactly, yes.
In the back office. Like, could you imagine, like, you're at TikTok headquarters, it's like all the big TikTokers are just there hanging out, go to the water cooler. What are you making a video about today? I'm going to hope a homeless woman drowns. Oh, okay. That sounds good. People like that.
I'm also putting something together, maybe too late, but her rant about not having any friends, In the video, isn't she with her friends?
Yes.
Like
Yes, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Oh, Your Honor, did I kill someone for content? Yes, but also I'm very lonely and kind of a dork. So
also good friends because they were like, "Hey, I think you made a massive mistake here."
Right, we should probably go back and help that woman. Yeah. Say, no, run, go. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like a good argument to me for a number of reasons.
That's tough.
I have an update for us.
I fucked your mom. You're done. You're done. Uppercut, chicken and crackers. Line it up. I'm gonna need you to put the ranch down.
Doug from the Jingles department sent this in. This isn't like a normal TikTok video for Baylen Dupree. I think this is probably like behind the scenes filming the second season of Baylen Out Loud. And Baylen is holding on to a chicken in this one. You can only imagine. Now. You can only imagine what that's going to do for her Tourette's.
Yeah.
As we'll see. Oh, and it's not playing it. All right, hold on. I'm going to pull this off. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off. But I'm going to pull this off.
Tippy, tippy, tap, tippy, tippy, tap, tippy, tippy, tap. Oh, no.
Here it is. Here it is.
What's this chicken's name?
I'm sorry, I know.
It doesn't really have a name.
It's Fluff.
Whatever you wanted to be. Fluff?
It's Fluff.
Oh, listen to it.
Your dinner tonight, bitch.
Now, Baylen is an animal lover. She's got her dog. She's always saying nice things about animals. That's one of the funnier things that she's had as far as Tourette's goes.
And as you know, we're never quite sure how real Baylen's text. If it's not real and that's her on the spot,
it's pretty good.
Brilliant.
Yes, right.
Done.
Ryan Long level, right here. Put her on the streets of Manhattan.
And her delivery is perfect.
Yes.
Oh, listen to it.
Your dinner tonight, bitch.
Sorry, you're not. You're not. You're a good.
She immediately felt bad about it. This is great.
Sorry, you're not. You're not. You're a good. Is it a girl or a boy? Yeah, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Oh. I like the idea that you could send Baylen to a zoo and she'll have 80 new ticks when she gets back home from it.
Also, the animals are afraid of her.
Yes, as they should be. Yeah.
Oh, you're like, why are you freaking out, girl? Is that the ears? What is that? Just more feathers?
That's just Fluff.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
All right. That's our update on Baylen. That was fun. Thanks to Doug for sending that over.
One of the greatest deliveries I've ever heard in comedy history.
Very impressive from our friend Baylen. We do have Woke Dad coming up in just a moment. But first, if you want to interfere with the flow of this show, you could do that at supertip.gg/WATP. It's the best way to participate in the show and support us like Audiophile America.
If you're looking for fun things to do in Boston, I know a great truck stop up your south end. I mean, on the south end.
All right, good to know. I'll be on the lookout. JJ Shear Jr. with $1. Thank you very much. And Reverend Rage, $5. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Reverend Rage. I think Reverend Rage is a guy that reached out to me. He got banned from this channel somehow.
Oh no!
It's not easy. It's not easy to get banned from this channel. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't happen very often.
Oh, he was banned from this channel?
From this channel. He emailed me and said, "Hey, can you unban me?" Huh. And I'm a caring guy.
He's like, I was just posting your address, Carl. What's the big deal?
Yeah, what the fuck's
gonna
your
stick up your ass for?
All right, you ready to talk some woke dad?
I always am.
Oh, that's not the one. Is it? No, that's not. That's a different one.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop, making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
We mentioned that it's Pride Month, and if there's one thing that the Pride Parade needs and any of the events going on to celebrate Pride Month need, it's mobile coffee. And who's the guy who can deliver?
Oh, there's only one.
Wow, it's more than one, but apparently Dan is one of them.
I am exhausted to say the least, but what a day. I brought my coffee shop to Pride today. And if you had asked me Thursday morning if I was taking my coffee shop and setting up for Pride, I would have told you you were out of your mind. There's no way that I could pull that off in a few.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm already have some questions about this.
Right.
He owns a mobile coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
He's a huge supporter of the LGBTQIA plus community.
Yeah.
And if you would have asked him, and he's exhausted.
Right.
And if you would ask him Thursday, if there's any chance he could drive his mobile coffee shop over to where everything's happening for Pride, he'd be like, what are you, nuts?
He just said, blow me. Fuck off. Fuck
Like,
those people.
how is that even possible that I would do such a thing? I'd be like, I assume that you would be there, Dan. What do you mean?
Think I want to help those greedy little pigs? No, thank you.
Well, no, listen to this.
I would have told you you were out of your mind. There's no way that I could pull that off in a few days. But when the local Pride organizers called me and said, hey, we had to have somebody drop out. They served coffee. They were one of the sponsors. We know you do it, and we're thankful for all of the help that you've offered to our organization and all of the kids that you've helped to support locally, and we'd like for you to set up. I said, okay. I mean, what else could I do? There was a need. It was going to be fun. I was going to be able to set up, and
Yeah, Dan, no one's surprised by this. He's just like, guys, I know you're probably thinking, like, of course you turn them down politely, right, Dan? No, guys, I decided on this one to go for it.
This is like if I was saying, hey, listen, Skankfest is in Boston, and there's a Come Town Tom Myers reunion. And if you had asked me if I was going to go to it, I would have said, fuck off, no interest.
Yeah, well,
Like,
what are the chances?
This is his Super Bowl. What the fuck is he talking about?
And why is this difficult? He has a mobile coffee shop. He's like, I had to travel to a different place to set up my mobile coffee shop. Yes, you can go anywhere.
This is what he lives for. It's like if there was a gay art convention and they were like, we need a studio, Daniel. Do you know anyone? And he's like, nah, I can't think of anything.
It's ridiculous.
honestly do a lot of business because I know I do a lot of community building and I do a lot of common good, but I also need to make money to pay the bills. So,
okay, I have to stop him right there. I know you guys look at me as just a hero who's just volunteering his time and all of his efforts, but you guys don't understand. Like, I also have to make money. All you do is ask for money, Dan. This is all you ever do is just talk about your GoFundMes and your Amazon wish list. And that's, you always need money. Just like, guys, I know it doesn't seem like I need to make money, but actually this was helpful for me to make some money this weekend.
And like, it doesn't seem like he needs to make money because he's always telling us about all the charity he does.
Right.
So again, for like the biggest thing happening around him, you'd think if anything, all the other stuff could take a back seat, and this would be the one thing he puts all his efforts into.
You would think.
Not giving iPads to the homeless or whatever he was doing 3 weeks ago.
Or crayons.
Yes.
Do you hear that? Crayons.
It sounds wrong. It's not how you say it.
It's crayons. Anyway, moving on.
So I want to give you my 2 takeaways from Pride today. First off, when
gay, I know. Probably won't be. Probably won't do the OPK.
He's doing the
Pride
blowjobs.
First off, the smell. Woof. What is going on there?
You should have seen these freaks, guys. I mean, I gotta tell you.
Does no one do an enema before they do that shit? Jeez Louise.
First off, when you do good, good comes back around, because what I just shared with you, all of that stuff, none of that stuff would have happened if I weren't doing good in my community. The second thing, one of the most important, Pride may have started as a protest, but what I saw was joy in the faces of people all over. I saw love and understanding.
Mission accomplished, right? Like, we don't have to, everyone's cool then, right?
Yeah, sounds like they're having a good time. They're having a good life. Trump didn't ruin that. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Moving on.
They're not victims.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah.
good. They're enjoying their lives. Nice.
And kindness and acceptance and joy. And I don't care what anybody thinks of Pride. I know it means love. I know it means love. And that's the most important thing.
So he's excited that there's people who are in a good mood at a Pride parade.
Mhm.
Drugs make people happy, Dan. I've been to a bunch of fish shows. everyone's very happy and very in love. This is not, it has nothing to do with this movement or anything. Has more to do with the drugs.
But it's weird. Daniel didn't talk about all the violent protests and all the angry Trump supporters that showed up and tried to ruin that day. Like, I assume all these gay people were happy until they were gay bashed.
Until the Catholics showed up,
and
right?
no one
What did that
accepts
do?
them. They can't live anymore, you know?
I know. It's also silly. Also, I love that he goes, pride, it really is a protest. And now it means something different. It's pride. The word is right there.
Right.
It's literally what the thing is.
It's crazy that Daniel literally just described, he's like, hey, all these gay people were celebrating being gay and they had a lovely time and nothing happened. Yep. And then all those other videos are, these people are tormented every day.
They need a safe space. I work with these people and they're
You have
being
no
dragged
idea what
out
they
of their
go
homes. There was one tied up behind a pickup truck driving through the neighborhood.
They had a fucking parade and they're dancing and singing and having fun.
Yeah. Dan, welcome to 2025 where the rest of us live. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That reminds me. I have to play this.
Oh, boy.
We have a message for Dan from Woke Bay, who's a fan of WATS. He posted this in our Discord, and this is fantastic. Everything we're talking about right now.
Well, I just so happen to be doing some gay shit and listening to WATS, and all of a sudden I hear my favorite gay podcaster, Carl, come out and say that he needs some gay people to come out and shit on Woke Dad. Allow me. Hi, Woke Dad. I'm the Woke Bae. You don't know me, but I am a gay man, and I'm a part of the gay community. I just want to come and tell you something real quick. Fuck you, faggot. We don't need you to fucking simp for us in White Knight. All this straight people white knighting for the fucking community like we're all a bunch of fucking faggots who can't handle ourselves. Eat shit and die, you little bitch. Let me tell you something about the gay community. You know that people are all like different, have different interests, and do different things throughout their day? Yep. Yeah, gay people are just like that. Turns out a lot of us don't think like a lot of the other ones. I'm actually ostracized from most of the community myself because of my beliefs. And a lot of those beliefs really depend on me protecting myself. So I don't need you to protect me, Woke Dad. I got it from here, alright? This whole fucking whiny act you think the whole trans community has, you can suck a fat one. Either hop on a dick or get the fuck off mine. Bye.
Brilliant.
Well, listen. This happens every so often. Guys, Carl's been duped. Obviously, that guy can't be gay. He wasn't lisping. He wasn't flicking his wrist around.
That's true. He's a very heterosexual.
Down his throat. He couldn't
very
be
heterosexual man pretending to be gay just to get back at Dan.
Obviously.
Yes. It's hilarious. This is what, and I'm glad that Woke Bay pointed this out. I get so annoyed when people talk about the LGBTQIA plus community as if all of these people are the same. They all think the same. Some of them are asexual. They're like the opposite of these gay guys.
Right.
And bisexual.
It's what I always say about Tim Dillon is like Tim Dillon was on the rise at a time where like the industry was, are there gay people we can give an opportunity?
Yep.
And Tim Dillon's like, I'm gay. And they're like, yeah, but you know what we mean.
Yeah, not you, yeah.
And that's kind of what Daniel's like. If you don't fit his criteria of what a gay man is, he doesn't really support you.
It's like how liberals look at Candace Owen. They're like, yeah, we love black women. Not that one. No, not that one.
No.
Definitely not.
We mean the real ones.
Yeah, the real ones who agree with us and everything.
Yeah.
They're diverse.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Woke Bay. That's well said. Here's Dan being funny. He gets the question in his chat. What is a woman?
Oh yeah, I like when Daniel's funny. I like it when we get to see his character work.
Yeah. And so he posts this question up on the screen, and this is his response to that.
I think I can probably help you with this one. This is actually a super simple answer. So, a woman is anyone who covers their drink when you enter the room. Anyone who covers their drink. Simple answer. I know there are a lot of other qualifiers that you might have in the back of your head, but it's anyone who covers their drink when you enter the room. Hope this helps, and have a great day.
Thanks, Tom Myers. That's not how telling a joke works. You hit the punchline and then you get the fuck out. Instead, he goes, all right, it's a person. Ready for this? They cover their drink when you walk in the room. Did you hear what I said? They cover their drink.
Hello, this thing
when
on?
you walk in the room. Is that, I mean, are you guys hearing what I'm saying over here? I don't know. I see a lot of people laughing. They cover their drink. Dude, you hit it one time and you get the fuck out of the way. Move on to the next thing.
I said
What an idiot. Good stuff, Dan.
Oh, but
Good
also
stuff.
like the idea that like let's pretend that a man is afraid of getting drugged.
Okay.
He is then a woman, Daniel is saying?
Well, I mean,
that's kind of against his whole ideology.
Honestly, the idea that he has to make a joke out of that is because he well, no, what I was going to say is this crazy woke ideology literally can't define woman. They can't define. They don't know what it is. They can't define it. So people
what
ask
is a
them.
woman?
Yeah, people ask them and they get stumped. And then so then they turn it into a joke. They're like, oh, I don't know, someone who doesn't want to get drugged by you. Like, no, but seriously, what do you think a woman is?
Oh, I bet you think it's just someone with a pussy, right?
Kind of, yeah. All right, this is like you said, he's back in full form.
Yes.
He's energized by pride, which is great.
My daughter was 3 years old when she first told me she was going to marry a princess, and I listened. I didn't judge. I let her lead, and I followed. And 11 years have passed since that day, and she hasn't changed. She hasn't wavered at all.
Really?
His daughter's been a lesbian from the ages of 3 to 14, according to him.
That's fine, girl. Go get that muff. I'm all for it.
Sure.
She's a 14-year-old and still thinks she's going to marry a princess?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't take it literally enough. You're right. That's a good point. These Disney princesses aren't real, hon. No. They are.
Hasn't changed a bit. From age 3 to 14, hasn't matured at all.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
not great. That's not good.
But I continue to let her lead. So if that ever changes, I don't care. I love her. I want her to be happy, healthy, and safe. If anything ever changes, I don't care. I want her to be happy, healthy, and safe. I don't need to dictate what her life looks like. Now, Pride started as a protest, but Pride is about joy and representation as well in today's society. Why is Pride so important? Well, my kids only see cis straight representation. I'm a cis straight man in a cis straight relationship.
They can't escape all this hetero in front of them.
Bullshit. I bet they see a lot of LGBTQIA plus people
In the home, you think, maybe?
I think they see a lot of it. Yes, I'm not buying that for 1 second. They look at me and they're just like, I got an alpha male as a father. What else is out there? I can't even fathom what else is going on in the world.
It's a pity for these children because they look at me and I'm just all man.
Right.
Just raw masculinity is what they see. And I wish they could just get out there in the world and realize not everyone is all man like me.
And that means they don't see themselves in the family that they may want someday. So when I get to take them to events like Pride events, when they get to see representation on things like here, families like Ellie's family with her moms, that shows them what their family could look like someday, how they could be happy and healthy and safe in a family that best represents them. Not
Papa,
just
why doesn't
what
that man have testosterone spilling out of his ears like you do?
they see growing up. So I celebrate Pride for them, not for me, because I want them to be able to see themselves in what they might be.
Hold on a second. This guy would celebrate Pride regardless of his children. He can't wait to get down there. Now he's answering like, no, I don't even like parades. That's not even my thing. But the girls, they want to be there, represent.
Well, he's also treating it like it's an aquarium. Like, come on, kids, we're going to go look at the homos. We're going to take a look.
Hey, look at that one over there. Hey, did you see this one? Whoa. Hey.
God, it's got a front row seat. This is what queers do on their days off.
In the world someday. I think that's good. And I think that's what all parents should be able to offer.
I have a theory on why he made this video. He brings his kids down to this Pride parade and they witness a lemon party on a float. And Dan's feeling very guilty about it. Probably went back and told their narcissistic mom about it. And so he's going, no, it's great. They get to see these families and alternative lifestyles. It's really important for them to see that.
They need a break from watching me chop wood and play football and do all the man stuff that I do.
Their dad's a lumberjack, so they don't get to see the other side of things. It's hilarious.
We blew by this, but he does have the thing that like Stuttering John and Opie have too, where they have like the script that they kind of have to get out, where every time he mentions that particular child, every time he brings her up, he's like, my daughter, since she was 3, knew that she wanted to marry a princess. The amount of times I've heard that watching Daniel Alexander videos is nauseating.
But he also, the other part of the script, because you're right, and Stuttering John is always on a script. I'm doing a emergency episode tonight at 9:30 Eastern with Adam Bush, going over the Mike Kelta interview with Stuttering John, because John follows this script, and he always has to say these same things. And he does the same thing Woke Dad does with happy, healthy, and safe. I just want them to be happy, healthy, and safe. Happy, healthy, and safe. Yeah. It's like, well, happiness comes from within. Your dad can't give you happiness. You could fuck it up. I'll give you that. You can certainly make it worse.
Yeah. And it's also like the fact that he keeps saying it. It has nothing to do with the kid being gay. Like, if my dad was on TikTok and was like, you should have seen this kid. Since he was 3, loved Gash. He was a real pussy. I'd be like, hey, could you stop doing that?
Yeah. Let's not talk about my sexuality when I was 3, please.
Yeah.
Comes off a little weird, right? My friends are starting to say some weird stuff to me, and I don't like it.
This kid, since I can remember, he was staring at tits, and
all right. We have one more Woke Dad video. Before that, there are some people who are fucking with the flow of the show over on supertip.gg/WATP, like Michael Carver.
I thought it was top dollar law, not top dog law, but who understands what those people say anyway?
Jesus Christ, Dr. Steve. Oh, man. The things people say on this show, they don't think anyone's watching, apparently.
Terrible.
It's crazy.
Did I mention that for Juneteenth, we are doing a not homoerotic take on Roots? It will have bare chests, whips, cotton, and slave auctions. Who wants to be my Kinta Kunte?
I think that was backwards, but whatever.
I know, but I do like the idea that Woke Dad is now like some kind of gay cuck. It's fun.
It can't be true though, because these kids look at him and they're like, "Wow, what a man! He's so macho."
Can't get away from masculinity in this house. It's so annoying. Ricky Bev coming in.
My little girl came to me. She said, Mom, Dad, I don't want you to pay taxes. Ever since she's 3. Don't pay taxes. So I don't. Happy, healthy, and gay are safe.
There you go. Whatever the kids want, right?
That's right.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I wear my jeans on my arms because my kid did it when they were 3. So I was like, that's what you have to do forever now, kid. Sorry.
This is classic Dan. This is a new video, but it's back to his old routine.
Absolutely.
We love this.
Okay, long story short, mobile coffee shop window, customer comes up, she orders a drink, I get her
yada,
a drink,
yada,
I
yada,
hand
all
it
my
out
usual
to the window
bullshit.
to her, and she goes,
Even he's tired of it.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like, let's just get to the fun part here.
Are you for real? The window to her, and she goes, are you for real? And I didn't know what she was talking about. And she goes, you're looking at me like I'm not a black woman. And I'm like, what did I do? And she goes, no, that's a good thing. She said, every time I see a white person, they either look angry, which is how you know they're a racist, or they give you that look, like that weird, like they feel sorry for you, but you're just smiling at me.
Yeah. Every time.
Okay. This woman comes up to the drive-thru and goes, are you for real? How is it possible you're the only good white person I've ever met? You are the one, Dan. Every other white person sucks. They're all racist and they're all looking down at me because I'm black. But you see me as my equal, and I've never been around someone like this before. Play the video, Dan. Play the clip. I want to see this interaction.
Well, and here's the thing. There wouldn't be much of a video to play yet because this is not based on an exchange they had.
No.
It's based on a look he gave her.
A look.
Like, remember, was it last week when he's like, everyone at the restaurant was looking at us,
right,
and thinking, what a great father he is. Like, all of this is said in a look. So Daniel looks at her. He could be smiling, thinking, oh, I am going to slaughter this black woman. When she gets up here, I'm going to give her the business. Like, she doesn't know what the fuck he's thinking as she approaches. But just a look is exchanged. And she's like, finally, I'm seen.
It's like Julia Fox's book where she knows everyone's emotions.
Right.
From
Yes,
30 years
exactly.
ago because she saw the facial expression. I do this crazy thing. Now, giving minorities the white guy look is fun. I get off on it.
Sure.
I do this crazy thing, though, where I just smile at everyone. Is that, am I doing it wrong?
How are they going to delineate what race they are? If you're
I don't know, man.
Am I white? What the hell?
I might be doing it wrong. This is insane. This is one of the most insane things he's ever recorded.
Daniel lives in the world. Remember that Eddie Murphy sketch when he goes undercover as a white guy?
Yes. Yes.
Like to buy this
You're right.
newspaper. Just
He goes to take a loan out at the bank. They're like, just take it. You don't have to pay us back. It's fine. No, just take it. They're
That's
looking
the
around.
world Daniel lives in.
Yes. That's hilarious.
Like they feel sorry for you, but you're just smiling at me. And I mean, I guess this is something I didn't know about myself. When I see a person, I see a person. And
You didn't know that about yourself, that you're the most non-racist person on the planet? Because I could have told you knew that about yourself.
That's weird. I always thought I was racist until this.
Turns out I'm actually just amazing in every way.
I read Chicago crime statistics and my blood boils. But after talking to this lady, I realized I'm not racist.
they're all beautiful to me. I mean, there's things about certain people that will cause me to go, I don't want to talk to that person.
That's
Puerto
by the way-
Ricans.
No, Mike. No. He's talking about MAGA hats.
Oh.
You can have black skin, just not a red hat. That's where he
Okay.
draws the line right
Good.
there.
Gotcha.
But certainly when I see somebody of any race, gender, creed, sexual orientation, I don't really care. I don't really care. If you don't have hateful or bigoted
All you do is care. He celebrates his children who are one's a gay and one's a trans because that's like an accomplishment in his world. He's like, I don't care. No, that's all you do is care. Like you literally talk about it on every TikTok.
There is some people, I think maybe like every once in a while, someone that hasn't watched every Daniel Alexander video finds the clips we post on your channel or mine. Because
Yeah.
I got a comment recently where someone was like, I think you guys might be getting trolled. This guy has to be a character.
Right.
And it's like,
yes!
if he's a character, hats off to him.
You would think that.
Yeah.
But we know this too well. We know our subject matter too well. We know this is all this is legit.
Right. If it's a character, he's done it amazingly for so long.
It's like Anthony Cumia always says about Stuttering John. If John's doing a character, he's better than Sacha Baron Cohen. Because you're just like, wow, how do you even invent that? Right.
ideas on display. I don't care who you are. So now I've been introduced to something I didn't even know was a thing, which is the weird white people face thing that they do to black people.
Yeah. Let's marginalize a different group of people. That's good.
And again, like one black person speaks for all black people. Oh my gosh, did you know that all white people do this thing? This woman told me, which by the way, of course, this conversation didn't happen. This is ridiculous.
Sure, obviously.
But in his mind, now he's created a scenario where it's like all black people know about this white person look, and all white people do this look to black people. It's like, Jesus Christ, Dan. I'm so glad Woke Bay sent that message for Dan, because believe it or not, there's a spectrum within the spectrum. There are black people who vote for Trump. There are gay guys who think that you're an idiot and they don't want your fucking help as a savior for them.
Yeah, he's looking at it as if he just learned a fact. Like,
Right.
Oh, shit, did you know that all white people treat black people like objects other than me?
Yeah,
Jeez, I didn't know
I just learned that today. It seems like something I would have been talking about for years, but
Yeah.
here we are.
I don't know, maybe something to evaluate in yourself if you do this.
Why are you talking down to me? I've never done
What
this.
what an asshole. Seriously.
How did I get dragged into this?
And all he does is preach to the choir. I look at his comments. Now, we might have brought some heat to him over the years, but I look at his comments. Every comment is like, you go, Dan. I wish everyone was like you, blah, blah, blah. And he has the balls to end that video with, and maybe you're a bigot too. So think about that, jerk.
But yeah, that's a good point. If I'm one of his followers, I'm like, Hey, asshole! I've been supporting you every video. Why are you calling me a bigot?
Right.
We're all the greatest people in the world together.
So, Record Lover, Woke.dad, which by the way, his channel might have gotten taken down. There were some videos I clicked on that were broken links. But anyway, Record Lover in our Discord, he called this Dan's savior complex.
Oh.
And I looked this up. This is what savior complex is: a psychological construct where a person feels an overwhelming compulsion to rescue or help others, often to the detriment of their own well-being. Individuals with this complex may seek out those they perceive as vulnerable or in need, and they may invest excessive time and energy into fixing others' problems, even when those problems are not their responsibility or when their help is unwanted.
Who do you think might have that?
Yeah, I think Dan Alexander might have a savior complex. It sounds
that feels like a reach. I don't know.
It sounds spot on. Sounds spot on to me. So thank you, Record Lover.
I'm excited to see what he comes up with because there's such a wealth of old Daniel. I'm excited to see what he comes up with for Saturday.
Me too. Yeah, I put the challenge out on last WATS. I just said I want Record Lover to find the best of the archives we haven't seen yet. And he sent me a DM, challenge accepted.
Oh, good. Thank God.
So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have a great time in Boston. It's going to be a really fun show. So much to get to, so much to do. But Mike will be at the meet and greet.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be getting posters.
OJ, I heard, I was listening to OJ's show, and he was telling me, do you guys have the hazmat suits I should wear? Or can I bring something from home?
You should bring something from home. We're not gonna.
Okay, all right. As long as I don't get any of them on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm flying. I can't bring all of our equipment with us. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Let's listen to some voicemails. What do you say?
Absolutely.
You go to whoarethees.com. You get our voicemail number right on there.
Hey, this is for Who Are These Socials. So I finally took your and Blind Mike's advice to check out John Sarasani's hot daughter. And not that I read about her that I didn't understand with him. In my mind, I always pictured Vin Diesel, a bald guy with big muscles. And he's got big muscles, but I didn't expect the hair. So totally in my mind, he was Vin Diesel. John Sarasani, that is.
That's weird that you went to go check out John Sarasani's daughter, and your comments were what John looks like.
That's good. That's a good point.
Yeah. Is that Woke Bay calling in?
He brings up an interesting point, though. John does have shaved head energy.
Yes,
for
sure.
That's a fair point.
It's a fair point. I am not visually impaired. Well, I'm kind of, but I can see a little bit. So I never got that. But yeah, I could see if you were just listening, you would think that.
Hey, this is for Who Are These Socials. Mike, he's never explicitly said you work for me, in a yelling manner, but in his tone of voice, it really strikes me when he's talking to Casey Day and Electra, DJ Electra, and even Craigers. His tone really strikes me as a "you work for me" kind of tone.
Agreed.
The passive aggressive "you work for me," if anything. But the funny thing is that they just do whatever they want anyway. So Mike, get your show under control. I don't want to hear that tone from you again. I want you to have them under control. I want you to calm down. Love you, Mike. Hey, Carl.
As you can see, it doesn't intimidate them. Yeah, because there's cartoons on the screen, and it's just mayhem on my show. I have no control, so
I feel like I should
at least
send
let me talk down to them.
I might send that one over to Kirk Minahan. I think he would agree with that as well.
I say that, and then I say, how many Jews need to die before you can just put your fucking face on the screen?
You've got too big for your britches, Mike. If anyone wants to see what happens when fame is in someone's head,
well, you'll get a taste of it Saturday.
Mike Geary, yep, will be
Get
scolding
these animals
the
away
audience.
from me.
All right, one more.
Hey, Carl, this is for WATS. You guys got to look into this Wes Watson guy. I've been kind of following his saga on Reddit, and I had no idea who he was before that, but he is the world's biggest fucking clown. I would absolutely love if you guys covered that guy. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I think we did play. I was confused last week. A bunch of people sent me notes. They're like, Wes Watson, how do you not know that? We did play a little Wes Watson on the show.
I thought I mentioned that. Yeah, we've talked about him.
We've talked about him. There's another guy that someone in our Discord recommended we check out. This King Azule.
Okay.
And this is another alpha male who thinks he's super famous.
Oh, I don't know if this is the same. I saw Too Lazy to Try posted a video about
yes,
an alpha male having a
Too Lazy to
meltdown.
Try from 2 days ago. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That was the link that he sent me. I was watching the same thing, and he goes on podcasts. He talks about how great he is, and like these podcasts have like 1,000 views. It's like I'm so famous. Like
sure
you are.
So am I.
So that's interesting.
Mhm.
I want to point out that we're going to send our chat over to the Unboxing Riley Martin coming up next. That is over on Hack Ride's channel.
Yes.
Hack Ride and DJ Electra Fry.
Let them know who they work for if you're in that chat, by the way. Let them know
Seriously.
their place, please.
Seriously. But yeah, we will be redirecting everyone over to that. So looking forward to Unboxing Riley Martin. Of course, Riley Martin, one of the great characters from the Howard Stern Show, who was abducted by aliens, got his own show on the Stern Network, was a raging alcoholic, and never stopped asking for more money.
Yeah, I never knew a ton about. I know his voice, but I never knew a ton about Riley Martin. So I'm interested in that.
Listen here, you motherfucker.
He's got a great voice.
Yes, he was great. Anonymous coming in on supertip.gg/WATP.
Of course, I admit to treating marginalized men as objects. Big, throbbing, veiny, engorged objects. What was I saying? Oh yeah, don't be bigots.
Good point.
He does get lost sometimes in his thoughts, that woke dad. So yeah, check out Unboxing Riley Martin. That is happening about 27 minutes from now. And then at 9:30 Eastern tonight, I'll be back live on this very channel with an emergency episode. Adam Bush will be on. We have Stuttering John on Mike Kelta's show from this week, and also some OP pranks and rants that I never got to on Point Dabble Point earlier this week. So
yeah, what Opie is doing
check
to the
that
city
out.
of New York is an emergency. So I think it's aptly
Yes,
titled.
correct. Yeah, this is a tongue-in-cheek emergency. It's very important that we all participate in this together.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're talking about things to do and places to go, I want to recommend a little website known as blindmike.net.
Yes, and if you're not making it out tomorrow night in the lovely city of Boston to hang out with these guys, then you can watch Craig and I watch an episode of Quincy. You can come hang with us if you
Counter programming. When I heard you acknowledging this, I'm like, Mike, come hang out with us. What are you doing? It's fucking counter programming over here.
Craig is very hard to nail down. So on weekends I have him. I need.
We'll put it up on the big screen at the bar. Fine.
Good. I'm sure the other patrons will enjoy that.
Yep.
Who's Lieutenant Monahan? but yeah, blindmike.net. You can watch Quincy with us if you're a member. We're playing the Quincy drinking game tomorrow night. One of 4 that we have to get done this summer before we're done with Quincy forever. And then we just posted Why Are You Laughing? It'll be out for free in the fall, but if you want it months early, then you can get that as a member now as well. We did Sam Hyde versus Tim Heidecker, which I didn't realize how timely it was because Sam Hyde and $1 Million Extreme just released a new sketch show. So
beautiful.
Perfect timing, I guess. But it is behind the paywall right now. It was a really interesting story that a lot of people have suggested to me over the years, and I didn't know a ton about it. It was very daunting to me to dive into that. But once I was in, I was like, oh, shit, this is right up my alley. So,
and it's probably great because you did it twice.
I know. Yeah, we really hit our second. In the matinee, we really hit our stride.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Much better the second time we got to record.
Poor Mike. StreamYard fucking crashed in the middle of his show or near the end of his show.
The end. We were done.
Yeah. That sucks. DJ Electra is in the chat. She says, we are going to start unboxing Riley Martin as soon as you guys wrap up. So stay tuned. Okay. So you don't have to wait. They're going to start right up as soon as we're done over here. So thank you everyone for tuning in live. And I'll just remind everyone, who are these.coms, where you want to go for all things. Who are these podcasts? Who are these socials? Who are these broadcasters? We'll be live in Boston this weekend, this Saturday night. Get your ticket if you haven't already, WATPlive.com. You're going to see all of us. And we'll be talking Woke Dad. Woke Dad will be a topic of conversation. Who knows? Maybe Baylen Dupree will show up as a special guest.
Ooh.
You never know what's going to happen when you're at a live WATP and Road Rage, the Dick Show event coming up this weekend.
Great.
All right, Mike, anything else you want to say to the fine folks out there?
Have the day you deserve.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Folks, what you are about to see is real.
With Carl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who's gonna follow that?